Alright, the desolate depths of despair. Aware. Yo, they got tigers on the floor though.
Whoa. Looks like the battle here was intense.
True.
The Master Diviner must have launched the campaign while we were delayed in the Artisanship Commission.
I can't imagine Fujiwara obeying orders to the word.
Indeed. Since General Jing Yuan tasked the Master Diviner with commanding the Cloud Knights, he must have known she'd act on the results of her divination.
Thank goodness the General didn't make us go with the Knights. Fighting is totally different from adventuring. All these people, it's tough to bear.
I'm afraid this is nothing, Benefactor.
She always says benefactor.
An emanator of abundance besieged the Luofu with the...
So we're gonna meet Fujiwara here.
A draw? This isn't a tournament, you know. I can't see many Cloud Knights. The Xianzhou must have fought well.
Not necessarily. There'd usually be a
Move cam
base with
up a
supporting
little
forces
bit.
set up after a successful engagement, but we don't see any of that. Let's look around and see if we can find some clues.
Alright, so this is one of the new areas. Oh my god, wait, this area is kind of big, no? Does investigating these do anything? No.
Look, there's someone over there.
Don't want to miss any cheeky secrets. So is it going to be like 4 more places to 100%? I actually like 100%ing the map. I hope there's puzzles.
Here! There are still survivors here.
You're not the Knights. What is your purpose here? It's dangerous.
We're reinforcements sent by the General. Where's
Why is
everyone
Stream
else?
Element to reset out my live thing? Is it bugged?
Resorting to short-lived species as reinforcements. Jing Yuan is truly running out of options.
Run! She's a disciple of Sanctus Medicus!
Oh, nah.
Silence. If my healing worked, you'll become one of us. And then it's not just me they'll be running from.
Oh, nah. She evil.
Hurry! Leave here! I can't control myself anymore!
I don't know why I didn't go right there. Doesn't really matter, though. He's not even going to get a turn now.
Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing.
He's not even going to get a turn, though, type beat. Wait, this guy reses, doesn't he? Yeah, remove that real quick. Yeah, we need to remove that res real quick, though.
Pretty good crop, keep up.
The lives of short-lived species are so fleetingly brief. Why
She controls the dogs, too?
Oh, let's see.
I know she had the power to control the dogs. Oh, these both are spawning in dogs.
Ready to lose your... You can fight it.
I get a fat ulti here, though.
With it.
I've got ult in 2.
Let's be friends.
1,001.
Fight is fun!
Pretty good crowd today. Keep up. Ready to lose your...
I'm blasting this guy.
Or rock with it.
You see it yet?
Why did you come to the Xian?
Yeah, when are they gonna give us a character that can summon stuff? The enemies can do it, we can do it too.
Jing Yuan. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus can provide all that you desire.
Nah, she is cooked in the brain though.
Ready to jam.
And they're giving enemies bounces. Enemies got bounce attacks and everything. We definitely got a summon character coming in soon.
Everything is
Okay, no way I just 5 beamed that guy. I wanted like one to hit the other guy. Can't imaginary break room.
Seize the moment.
Pretty good.
Let's rock. Huh?
I'll see you.
So is this just a shadow version of this guy?
Ready to
It's gotta be.
You can fight it or rock with it.
I think this kills. Yes, sir. My ball is just a little too cracked for this competition here.
Hold on. We'll find someone to help.
Don't waste your time. They've converted me. I don't have much longer. Go. The Master Diviner's troops are ahead.
Bro, did the stream break? Hold up, let me put a marker. Bro, what is happening?
Let's go.
I get 0 dropped. Look at your bio. Yeah, they nerfed it.
The disciples of
I already looked at it
Saint
earlier. It was like one of the
hiding
first things
for
I
so
see when I went to
long.
check my resin.
Now they finally show their
You
face.
just mad that you switched yours. You a
Did the
hater.
Diviner fail to foresee this? Be careful, benefactors.
But have they thought about
Disciples of Saint
the
Dionysius
financial
worship
like
the
effect of
Auschwitz
this
plague's
that they just
author,
did to me?
The greatest enemy of the Xianzhou.
Have they thought about the
Ulysses
financial
has
and
been
economic
trying to
effect of
root out
changing
their
my
secret
signature?
Organization for millennia. It's no coincidence that they've chosen this moment to reveal themselves.
Oh hell no! They got the dogs out right now though. What the dog doing? Hey yo, what the dog doing? The dog moving mighty fast.
You can fight it or rock with it.
You're not a hater, just a truther. You're smart enough to revert back. More like you accidentally did a goofy. I can still change my signature. It's just gonna be free to play Serval thighs with no color. There's no flavor on it now. There's no spice. I'm the same as everybody else. Boring. All I'm saying is Koyo ain't make me do anything. That's crazy.
The best is yet to come.
Wait, the dog wasn't even in the fight. What? Yeah, this is cringe. This is cringe. This is actually cringe. You locked in the maid? Yeah, look. I already have speed boots for Asta. I'm already locked in. I'm 1 out of 4 already. Look at this. I'm about to put them on her right now. Look, I already have speed boots. What's the word? I just put my speed boots immediately into this. How long it take? It's easy. AoE though. I bring AoE. They got the sneaks? Yeah.
Turn it up.
You can fight it or rock with it.
Yo, this music goes kind of hard though. Wait, the combat music is kind of fire in this region. It's like that ancient theme. Bro, I feel like I'm like 100%ing the area already. There's mad chests here. Where am I supposed to be going? I'm like fighting all the enemies and there's like... there's some place I'm supposed to be going. Wait, down the stairs is the correct way, okay. Where's the technique points at? He's sniping! Bro, sniped me in the shoulder. You seen that? It's crazy. Bro, these do mad damage to you.
Those stars give these
If they put those with like a boss, that would be annoying.
The dead return.
Turn it up.
Yeah, and then they have this action forward thing. And they can action forward elites.
That's it.
Fight is one.
I wonder if you like unironically try to like not kill them. If you're fighting an elite with it. I play AoE all the time though, so that's just not an option. It's only one action forward, but that could be like a killing action forward. I'll come back and do all these puzzles. Puzzles is light work though.
You can fight it or rock with it.
Damn. Look, this guy got double action events. That's an elite. That's like crazy.
The best is yet to come.
Talking to the Cloud Knights. Where my guy Yang Ching at?
Show yourselves. Wait, it's you. Quickly, in here. It's dangerous outside.
You recognize us?
Are you not the General's guests? The Master Diviner prophesied your arrival. We were ordered to wait for you under any circumstances.
Damn, okay. Fujuan was here?
Yes, the Master Diviner ordered us to remain stationed here and went to scout ahead. They're saying the disciples of Sanctus Medicus have returned. It's good that you're here. The Master Diviner said the Knights weren't to move out until you arrived. Please wait in the camp.
Alright. We need Fujuan in this quest? That's cool.
Received orders not to advance is a bad sign. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus. I've heard the name before. If memory serves, they're an underground sect of the Abundance that's said to have lain dormant within the Xianzhou, plotting to overthrow.
Is there
the
NPCs
Alliance.
here?
The Stellaron has certainly caused Abundance-like abnormalities. Is that what motivated the disciples to come out of the shadows?
Bro, these things
No.
look like unknowns.
The
I always think
Knight's
this looks like
main force
Pokemon every time I look at
remains
what shirt.
intact. Something must have happened. Something we're not aware of. The Master Diviner isn't here. Let's head into camp and see what we can learn from the troops here.
Good idea. Why don't you take a look around, benefactors? My feet need a rest.
Bro, I feel like Ting Yun's voice is like different in this quest. I don't know how to explain it. Maybe it's because she's like depresso. But like, I don't know. Maybe it's like her sad voice.
Have you talked with these disciples, benefactor? What do you make of them? Why would they betray the Luofu? I don't understand.
Where am I going though? I can't go that way, okay. I have two people to talk to? Wait, is she not evil? Oh, we captured her.
You want to ask questions? Fine. But I must be present the whole way through.
Oh wait, this is a
part needs to be
different
recorded as
guy.
testimony.
I thought this is a chick we just smoked earlier.
Finally, someone to talk to. These Cloud Knights are so serious, so boring.
About
That
Stellarons.
shining seed? I've seen it. So beautiful. If you gaze into it, there's a
The
voice
shining
inside
seed.
that speaks to you.
Do you still remember Cocolia?
Yeah, she definitely had the voices.
The Master said we could inject new life into the ambrosial arbor with it. I didn't believe it at first.
Also, MC voice line, by the way.
We tried many methods, spending
It was just
multiple
a sign.
lifetimes of short life species. But look upon it now. Only the power of an eon can recreate the miracle. Yes, yes, the mighty Sanctus Medicus, the abundance.
Alright. I don't need to know about the other things. I'm good. Alright, so Tingyun just teleports to you? Based on who you're talking to? Wait, is this a robot you can fight? No. So this automaton is on our side. I still hate the automaton. I don't care.
Forgive me for being brief. Warfare is a dangerous business. There's no time for idle chat.
How's the
We
situation?
took over this place a few hours ago under the Master Diviner's command. It was only afterwards that we learned our enemies were none other than the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, those who worship the Plague's author.
Plague's author is
Everything was going as
Yaoshi.
planned. The sorcerers of the disciples and the
Yoshi.
fantastic creatures they commanded were no
No.
match for us. And after a while, our comrades suddenly started to slaughter one another.
Yeah, they just poisoned them.
Curse it. What Sanctus Medicus sorcery did they use on us? The greatest fear of the Xianzhou people is succumbing to our Mara-struck form around others. To do so means that we have given up on being human. Lost the abomination sleeping in our immortal blood. And violated the Rainbow's admonishments. What the disciples of Sanctus Medicus did are despicable acts that every Alliance resident detests. I swear to the Arbiter that I will avenge my comrades.
Okay.
Master Divider, you're back.
Oh, Fujuan's here.
I have kept you waiting, but the deceit of the disciples is laid bare to me now.
You kept us waiting, alright.
I was merely being courteous. According to my divination, you've hardly been here long.
Nah, we've been
The
waiting mad
conflict
long,
is
though.
difficult, Master Diviner, but you have led your forces from the front lines and beyond in pursuit of the enemy. Admirable work.
Hardly. A diviner must acquire first-hand knowledge in order to calculate the future. Collecting intelligence in this way assists me in achieving the right answer. Wait, what's all this about a difficult conflict? The disciples of Sanctus Medicus have been scheming
Her hair is
for a
pretty.
long time,
She is pretty.
but our arm...
I mean, cut her off, but she was chatting.
It would seem you came prepared.
The first time we met Madame Yukong, she said something like, "This is a Xianzhou affair, and there's no need for the Express to get involved." And now here we are running around doing everything. Even the IPC takes it easier on us. Let me guess, what are we up to this time? Could it be heading to the front lines? Leading the Cloud Knight charge?
March is fed up.
Well, try this on for size. Nope! I can't stand any more of this fighting, so there.
Who said you'd be heading to the battlefield?
True.
We're not?
Jingyuan's orders. He said that the value of unexpected guests lies in the unexpected. The Cloud Knight's assault was to demonstrate our power to the enemy head-on. Now it is time for the unexpected. Please, come with me.
I follow Fujuan. You gotta tell me twice. That there.
After receiving the Ambrosial Arbor, the Alchemy Commission was once the Luofu's most vital commission. After all, it was they who changed the Xianzhou natives into long-life species. But in the end, the alchemists grew discontented and began to obsess over the
Gotta get my
manipulation of
pots.
life. Research into the Arbor poisoned their minds. The more they pursued it, the more they longed for
Left
it.
the safe zone, Monkus. Oh, we're about to go underwater.
Morning bells chime in a dream. Evening mist gathers around me. Do you see that?
What huge elixir crucibles. There's still smoke coming out of them.
So we're gonna go in
This is
there.
where the alchemists practiced the way of immortality in ancient times. They erected elixir crucibles here to absorb the power of the Arbor, turning fantasy into reality. Since the smoke from the crucibles never ceases, this place was named Eve Mist Mansion.
Eve Mist Mansion.
An elegant name, but as far as the art of war is concerned, it's a death trap. As long as the crucibles are lit and the smoke continues to linger, we cannot get any closer.
Interesting.
This is why the Cloud Knights lost control and became Mara-struck?
Indeed. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus infuse the smoke that permeates this delve with medicinal pellets that elicit Mara. Unless the Cloud Knights were able to march with their breath held,
they would be doomed to fall into disarray. Moreover, no one could know whether their comrade was about to be stricken with Mara. Is there anything better than fear for destroying the morale of an army?
The Cloud Knight's first assault was just a cover. You're using the main army to attract the enemy's attention, while we douse the elixir crucibles and stop the smoke.
Welt the Wise.
The disciples of Sanctus Medicus renounced their century of secrecy and chose to reveal themselves, meaning they feel confident of victory. But no matter how well prepared they may be, their
I love the
focus
crescent
has
thing she
always
has
been
on like
the
this
Cloud
headpiece.
Knights.
I
They
feel like
are
crescent designs
completely
are always
unaware of
cool.
your existence and capacity, and in short, cannot be prepared against you.
The smoke doesn't affect us.
Indeed, this demonic vapor is a weapon targeted against the Cloud Knights.
Oh, so we're gonna go inside of the vapor area, and that's how we get the new area.
Taboo for the Luofu, and the Xianzhou alliance has always been fiercely.
Alright, but when do we meet the weekly boss, the lady?
Of Sanctus Medicus
I'm trying to be
never
her though.
Guess that the general would seek outside help. They won't be prepared against short-life species.
Is this what General Jing Yuan meant by unexpected guests?
I wouldn't hazard a guess. All I can say is that the predictions of the Stellaron hunters were more accurate than mine. The future that Kafka seeks is becoming reality. One step at a time.
I don't want to act according to their predictions.
I do not wish to be their puppet either.
What's up, Coco?
In any case, we do not walk alone and unhindered on our paths. Our choices define us and influence others. The duty of the Master Diviner is to bring luck and avoid misfortune. I don't want my choice to plunge the Luofu into a terrible future. To return to the matter at hand, only you can douse the elixir crucibles without being harmed by them. What say you?
What say you?
Fine. I didn't hear a please, but seeing as we do kind of have superpowers around here, Mr. Yang, what do you think?
Mr. Yang. I need to start saying Welt. I need to start calling Welt that. I always say Welt. I would start saying Mr. Yang. What food I'm talking about?
What? It's not too late to practice holding my breath.
She needs to hold her breath too?
We're still far from the elixir crucibles. I'm no healer, but I do know that
Fujon's not a healer.
in the application of poisons.
Fujon's not a healer. You seen that? They leaked it.
Okay, I admit it. I'm terrified. I'm still young. I don't want to become Mara-struck so soon.
Then you'd better return to the home front.
Question. Jing Yuan gave me authority over the Cloud Knights. If I can't stand on the front lines, then how can I succeed him as a general? How can I win the hearts of the people?
Alright, well, I'll leave you to it.
I will come at once when the crucibles are doused and the smoke dissipates.
Alright, let's get to the smoke then.
Huh. I feel like even though long-life species get to live forever, they aren't so different from us short-life species when it comes to worries and suffering.
Gotta check for all the hidden boxes. Bro, I feel like I 100% of this area already. Oh, what is this? Hold up, we got the elevator. We got the elevator. Elevator baiter. Yo, 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 yo. Okay. High tech.
Wait, Miss Ting-Yun!
Oh, they are smoked.
Why are you still here? You're too close to the crucible.
Thank you for the concern, but I'm fine. The general commanded me to stay with you. I dare not go against military orders.
Oh, is she immune too?
Your life is more important, Miss Ting-Yun. Go back. We can explain to the general.
Mr. Yang.
There's really no need. I've spent my years traveling the universe.
Okay, I didn't want to interrupt the dialogue, but I wanted to press that button so bad.
Seems like the smoke
And it didn't
is
even
getting
do
thinner.
anything.
Nothing enough. We need to hurry.
This place looks like London.
Can't stop the rock.
Who am I targeting? The guy is right in front of me, and my shock is going to Narnia. Who am I targeting?
You can fight it.
How did both of those miss? Like, what? How did both of those miss? Nah, this new combat music is fire, though.
Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing. Keep up.
I had to turn it up. Hold up. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. Combat music is go crazy in this area. Alright. I wasted all of my technique points because that thing missed. Alright, at least give me like a multi-fight here. No way I have to fight both of these one by one. Alright, these guys are just snipers. They're sniping. They're just cheating. They're just cheato.
You can fight it or rock with it. Oh, let's see.
The dead return!
Look, the music's kicking in, but the fight's about to end.
Repay.
Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing. Turn it up.
Wait, did I get both fights? I did not get both fights. Bro, can y'all group? I can't remove the smoke. Oh my god, he's got like a crossbow. Okay, they're connected. There's no way they're not connected. They're interlinked!
You can fight it or rock with it.
Wait, the Tingyun AI is crazy smart though now.
Keep up.
She waited until I did my ult to use her ult because it would have overcapped.
You can fight it or rock with it. Turn it up.
They just be biting you.
The dead return! Receive divinity. Repay.
Bro, I feel like this AoE guy is gonna be annoying in like actual combat.
You can fight it or
Like high level combat, I feel like the AoE guy is gonna do mad damage to you. He's gonna hit like all your characters for like 700 damage or something like that. Wait, that gives you loot, or is that from me finding the open enemies?
Can't see the smoke anymore.
Ah, I see. Oh, so we clean it out by pressing those. Oh my god, it's the new enemy.
You succeeded in
Oh
dowsing
my
the elixir
god.
cauldrons. Unimportant. The
Oh
enemy
my
is
god.
already upon us.
Can I talk to the guy that made this enemy design? We could have a nice tea dinner. Could have a nice
I've
dinner.
met you before in my capacity as chief alchemist, master diviner. You don't seem surprised.
She was chief alchemist.
Indeed. The General and I knew that the disciples of Sanctus Medicus must be hiding in the Alchemy Commission. And now your charges are many. Drawing Stellaron spirits into the Xianzhou.
How are all these
resurrecting
new
the
enemies
Ambrosial
so
Arbor, striking
bad?
down our people
Oh
with
my
Mama.
god.
The Ten Lords Commission will address these transgressions during your reckoning.
No, they went crazy on this design though.
Crimes? If I am guilty, then all of our Xianzhou ancestors are also guilty. They were the ones who accepted the blessings of the abundance and turned their descendants into long-life species. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus are only walking on the road our ancestors once took. How is it a crime to seek ascendance? In days of old, the roots of the Ambrosial Arbor...
Yo, cameraman, get the angles right.
...grew like a living creature. We controlled the stellar seas, and none could stand in our way. Everyone could become celestial, and shift form at will.
No way.
How far the
Do you see this
Cian Joe has
enemy?
fallen. We consent to be commanded by the devilish archer. Suffer continuously at the
Alright, do you
hands
see
of
this
the
enemy?
denizens of abundance.
I lost. I'm unable to win.
The Ten Lords Commission even
I'm
forces us
unable to win.
give up our immortality. How pitiful. I do not blame you for your ignorance. We were not born in the era.
Are everyone dead? They're like in a war or something.
Nor did we witness its miracles. But now, we now have an opportunity to restore the ancient laws.
Forgive me for thinking you might have harbored some profound enlightenment. Yours is the same old talk of those who seek power and give up on their humanity. Our Xianzhou ancestors fought side by side with the Arbiter, laid waste to the Arbor, and established the Ten Lords Commission to lay down the lines between life and death. In doing so, we enshrined our future as human beings. Celestials? There are no Celestials on the Xianzhou. The divine miracles of the abundance, the manipulation of life and death. Your deeds are nothing but evil.
I have nothing to say to you, Master Diviner. You have already made your decision. You have discarded power. A most foolish choice.
We're in combat?
Master Diviner,
Oh, she's on the next fight.
to show you what the Celestials were capable of.
We gotta dominate her. We gotta smoke her, you know, we gotta teach her what's up. We gotta teach her what's up. I need her to teach me what's up though. I need her to teach me what's up though. Wait, that enemy gives you crazy ults though.
Give these trailblazers your blessing.
That enemy like unironically gives you crazy ults. I did 110er for Susheng and I got her.
That's it. He's
Pulled up my Dewey contact.
ready to lose your. You can fight it or rock with it.
I have her E2 now.
Turn it up.
Merciful Medicus, hear my call.
Alright, what does this enemy do? She has got it all, bro. Nah, this enemy has got it all. She does wind damage. She's wind damage and sheer. Alright. Well.
Ready to lose your. You can fight it or rock with it. No manners, huh? Who will it be?
You chose the wrong.
She's weak to Electro. That's free. Joppa. You can use abilities that dispel... What? Decreases maximum recoverable HP. Ah. So this is like anti-destruction. It's anti-all characters, but like anti-destruction I'm feeling. Because it removes your max HP.
What I'm
So she sets you up for getting one shot pretty much.
Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your.
Gib, I accidentally did 10 and got Blade. Now you don't have a guaranteed for Don Heng anymore? Alright, but Don Heng isn't even drip marketed, so like you're chilling. You will have plenty of juice by the time Don Heng gets here.
Songs for you. Turn it up.
Unless like you're planning to roll for Kaufman or something.
Or rock with it.
Eternal step.
Dead return! Receive divinity.
Saving me.
Bro, how do you remove this debuff that's on? What was that? That attacked her crazy. Oh no, I didn't mean he doesn't have drip market. I mean like there's like a whole patch before him. Yes, I meant. Oh, it's gone now. Wait, so it just lasts for the amount of turns? Sure, you can cleanse that. Like if I use it on me, I can cleanse it.
No manners, huh?
It cleanses after. But I think it just ran out though.
Let's be friends.
I don't think that cleansed it. I think it just ran out.
Ready to lose your... You can fight it, or rock with it!
Asmund still plays? Yeah.
Why? She said... The ambrosial arbor's descent will bring us undying bodies. The one who gave us the Stellaron said that... Ventilia, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus...
Ventilia, yes, that's the name I like to hear. When is we getting in combat with Ventilia?
You, Lord Ravager, must do the same. Now, quickly.
Little pawn. Must you force me to intervene directly? I'm loath to flout my philosophy of destruction.
Tingyun.
Never mind. It would seem the time has come for other means of dismantling the Xianzhou from within.
Evil Tingyun. Monkus.
What a shame. It would have been nice to observe for a little longer.
Oh my god.
The gift of abundance.
Surely you can withstand the lesson of destruction.
Yo. I lost. I lost. I lost. What was that cutscene? That cutscene was crazy. Play it again. Play it again. Repeat.
Miss Immune, is the Lord Ravager of the Antimatter Legion? But how can that be?
Keep calm, all of you. This is a formidable enemy. We have to stay together.
Wait, I think Yan Qing is gonna be on Tingyun right now. He's gonna be possessed. He's gonna be possessed.
Repay.
Let's be friends.
Master Ball is a little crazy. Master Ball, she's a little crazy. Peep the ulti though. Peep the ulti though. Peep the ulti though. Shabang! Double break? Not double break. It's fine though.
Welcome, customers.
We can set up for next. I can set up for next.
1,000 wonders. Minus one.
Next turn, insta ult. Yep. There's 3 waves. Also, Food Panda, thinking you're getting a character and Blade Code twice is crazy. That's like a crazy estimate. That's like 50k saved up, unless you were going to swipe or something. I don't even know if 50k gives you a character, 2 characters and 2 light codes. Actually, 50k probably gives you that. If you get lucky, obviously 50k gives you that. But let's say you get like a little unlucky, probably like 50k. 2 characters and 2 light codes.
Let's be friends.
Keep up! Ready to lose yours? You can fight it, or rock with it! Huh?
Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Alright, now she's chilling.
Better late than never. Welcome, customers. Yeah! Let's rock. 1,000
Bless.
wonders to raise
Does it give ult?
spirits.
I think I gives ult. I think I gives ult. I'm 1 off ult. Now I have
Ready
ult.
to lose yours? You can fight it, or rock with it! Who invited you?
I can get hit and get ult, surely. Should I get hit later and I get ult after that?
Let's be friends.
Turn it up! Huh? Everything is those stars. Give these trailblazers your
I didn't get hit,
blessing.
but it is what it is.
Eternal step. Dead return.
Is it bad that you're more invested in a Honkai story than Genshin? There's also like time bias, no? Like you haven't played Genshin like mad long.
This song's for you.
Sumeru's story is pretty good though. The thing about Sumeru's story is it's like, what about Sumeru's story? No, Sumeru's story is good. There's like some parts that are like whatever. I haven't done the world quest, so I heard the world quest really good. But I'm not interested in world quests. World quests aren't voiced. If they're so good, why are they not voiced?
Wait, hold on a second. Are you really saying that Miss Ting-Yun was a member of the Antimatter Legion all along?
No.
And what was that fire that came out of her? And her body? Where did it go? Mr. Yang, you're smart. What happened just now?
March, you gotta put it all together. Mr. Yang. We need your words of wisdom.
The flame we witnessed claimed to be Lord Ravager Fantilia, a name I've heard other nameless speak of in the past.
Oh, you just think Honkai characters are more interesting?
She's one of 7 Lord
I mean,
Ravagers
Honkai is
who
innovation of
serve
Genshin,
Nanook
so like,
and
most
finds
things are better.
pleasure in witnessing the self-destruction of mortals. She's led countless souls down a dark and hopeless path.
So she serves with
Ting-Yun
Nanook.
had long since fallen under the Lord Ravager's influence?
I don't believe so. Fantilia revels in watching a
You're a crab, but
corrupted
you're
mind
guaranteed?
eating away its host
Okay, but
from
if you still have
inside
juice, you're
out
chilling.
until the obliteration of both
But,
is
okay, what did you do a
achieved.
10 for?
But
That's on
there's
you.
no
I don't know.
indication
You don't
that
accidentally
Ting
pull out a
Yun had
tenner.
been misguided or manipulated. It's possible that the Ting Yun we knew wasn't her true self, but an image Fantilia devised to serve her own purposes.
Ting-Yun was never real? Huh? Ting-Yun was just she was just a dream. It was all a dream.
I'm sorry, March. I can't say with any certainty where the real Ting Yun may be, or at what point she was replaced by the imposter. Without knowing where the body vanished to, it'll be tough to get an answer. At this point, it's all just
She's not real.
conjecture and
What?
But if that body belonged to the real Ting Yun, it does raise the question of why Fantilia would go to such lengths to destroy any evidence of her. Wouldn't it be more in line with her destructive nature to leave Ting Yun's remains behind as a display of power? I believe this to be Fantilia's goal, to sow seeds of doubt among us and ensnare us in a malevolent trap.
She
It's clear that the
is
sudden resurgence of the
malevolent.
disciples of Sanctus Medicus is all connected to the Lord Ravager. Pretending to be a Xianzhou citizen, planting a Stellaron in the Luofu, all part of her plan to bring about our self-destruction.
True.
Fantilia is aiming for the Ambrosial Arbor. If she succeeds,
She's playing the
Luofu will
imposter.
be deprived of its
Sus.
rights, making its
Sussy.
destruction. We need to take a star skiff to Scale Gorge Waterscape. The Ambrosial Arbor can be
She's
sealed
playing
from that hell.
imposter.
Let's make haste.
She's playing imposter and she's trying to do team self-destruction. Because she's with Nanook, who's the destruction god. Yep, I got the whole quest down already. Ting-Yun looks, or not Ting-Yun, Fushuan looks so small compared to Serval.
That imposter had the audacity to carry
And
out
the MC.
nefarious plans right under our noses.
Imposter!
How utterly despicable. What worries me more is just how many more antimatter saboteurs are at large.
You're coming, hey, yo! You mean like you're doing a form of movement? About
It all
Ting-Yun.
happened so suddenly. But
How is
looking
March
back,
talking?
I
Where's
think
March at?
Mr. Yang was right. Ting-Yun was behaving strangely. She was fascinated with the Abundance's creations.
Since she was an Amicastor dispatched by the Skyfaring Commission, it's evident that there must indeed be a
You're
person
doing
behind
some
the
form of
information.
movement.
We'll have to let the Cloud Knights get to the bottom of what
Nah,
happened
you
to
wilded
the
her.
real Ting-Yun. As for the Ting-Yun who accompanied us all that way, it's like what Mr. Yang said. Her appearance was designed to sow seeds of doubt among us. We cannot allow ourselves to fall into her trap.
Alright. Time is of the essence. Let's go. A little while ago. Luofu and Susheng and Danheng. Oh yeah, he's like split from us right now, isn't he?
Huh? You're pretty familiar with this place.
It's because he
Yep.
is from this
The Alchemy
place.
Commission. No wonder
Guys,
Rosa
knew
knows
Danheng
military
was
broadcasts on the
sassy.
way over. Something about the Cloud Knights gathering here, right? They're probably coming to fix the Stellaron problem. It's been such a long journey, but
Bro, you missed it. Go do the quest,
we're
you'll see.
finally gonna meet some Cloud
There is a
Knights.
crazy
I'll be
cutscene.
back with my unit. I didn't lie to you, right? I told you I'd bring you somewhere safe, and I did. Though we did take a bit of a detour.
Before I arrived in Starskiff Haven, I had a diviner read my fortune for the journey ahead. He told me not to be concerned with the destination, but to seize my chances and travel with the current to reap the greatest harvest.
Meaning?
Reap the greatest
Meaning,
harvest.
Thank you, Miss Sushang.
Aight.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna go report to the nearest captain. You guys can hang around here, but don't run off too far. There'll be Cloud Knights coming to escort you back soon. Bye for now.
New message. I'm messaging him. The Cloud Knights invite us to go with them. Your Hoblame's got really big crucibles. Message failed to send. GG.
The messages never get sent. I wonder what's happening with those three. The Cloud Knights seem to be gathering for the Stellaron disaster. But why did Kafka want us to come here? What happened to them? And what happened to Blade?
Surely we see Blade and Kafka in this quest.
I've delayed for too long. I need more information.
Well, where am I at now? Oh, I'm in the area I was just at. Talk to my girl Susheng.
What's up? Go relax. When the fight...
Okay, she got nothing to say. That's alright, that's alright. We'll get to my main location here.
I'm sorry, I have to catch up to my friends. Thank you for looking out for me on this journey. Both of you.
Oh, it's getting steamy over here. What's going on? What's going on?
What a huge cauldron.
This aureate cauldron is driven by the cloud hymn magic of our people, the Vidyadhara.
The Vidyadhara. I don't know how you say that, Jen.
Like a whale swallows the
That's like a lot of auras. That's a lot of A's. That's a lot of yas. He hearing the voices. Is he about to meet up with us? Yo, he about to meet up with us. You know my guy Danheng though. The voices. Ice people. Oh. That was ice. It's water. This guy got the bowl cut.
But I don't need any sort of device to help me command water. What more is there to learn?
You are indeed the chosen one.
The chosen one.
Endless potential. Yet, cloud hymn magic is just the beginning.
Of Vidyadhara Mirajago? Have these shadows of the past yet to disperse? These memories... No.
These memories...
They have nothing to do with me anymore.
This is just like Zhao. He's literally lamenting right now. He's lamenting over his past.
You say that you're a woman's power incarnate. Is that true?
Long.
was exiled from the Xianzhou. I'm no longer one of the Scions of Permanence.
I doubt I will be here to see you take charge. No need to feel aggrieved.
So is this Don Heng as like a kid or something?
Cycles of life and death existing forever in this world. By the time you are the High Elder, my hatching rebirth will be complete, and I will be a child once again. Please take care of me.
Okay.
Earthing power. It's you. You've returned, High Elder. Something terrible is happening in Scale Gorge Waterscape.
The Scale Gorge Waterscape.
Your enemies. Your enemies are waiting.
Your enemies? I have no enemies.
I'm sorry. I cannot linger here. My friends have left. I must find them.
You didn't heed us then, and won't heed us now. As headstrong as you always were. It seems you already made.
Bro, this is like a 2D image.
There's
Look.
a vessel bound for Scale Gorge Waterscape, located ahead.
Is this when I become Moses? This might be when Don Heng becomes a Moses. The Imiter Lunae. Oh, Kafka and Blade. I'm interested.
Right on time.
That feeling, Kafka. It's welling up within me. That feeling. It's...
Well, don't resist. Let the Mara strike you.
You're here.
He's always laughing.
Pay the price. It's time. You think changing form will help you escape? Escape.
I've told you and that woman many times. I am Dan Heng.
I am Dan Heng.
Dan Heng. You think another name and face can blot out the sin of your past? You didn't even experience death. I will force this suffering upon you, Dan Heng. You will know the pain of death.
Not on my watch.
Yan Qing, where he came
You're not
from?
murdering anyone today, fugitive. You're coming with me.
Damn, okay.
Yuan's lapdog.
Damn, he called it a lapdog though. Me personally?
Did the general not
Me
teach you
personally.
to choose your battles wisely?
Hey, move back. Things are about to... Huh? You look so familiar.
Look out!
Quit hiding.
Damn. Okay. Oh, nice. It's over for him.
I have news for you, boy. Behind you is none other than the traitor of the Xianzhou. A criminal forever banished.
Wait, he's turning into him.
The Vidyadhara. Imbibitor Lunae.
Imbibitor Lunae. Hold up. Wait, he looks crazy in this form though.
You really thought the Stellaron hunters were the only ones to infiltrate the Xianzhou?
In that case, I'll bring both of you to justice.
No way I get to play as Imbibitor Luna and Blade. No shot.
I'd prefer heard of you, Imbibitor Lune. First it was the Stellaron Hunters, now an exiled criminal has infiltrated the Xianzhou. Sword, heed me.
I get to play as both. What?
Stoking conflict. I came to ensure the safety of my friends.
Why can't I play as Kafka too? Give me the three-way special.
Out of the way.
Wait, these count as enemies? What is this? Now the crazy thing, they can't give me the three-way special. I could take all of them. I could play as all of them. I can't see anything. He's got like a catalyst. He doesn't even have a sword.
Better, but I'm afraid you won't be seeing your friends. They're caught in their own bitter struggle.
No way they let me get one normal attack. Oh.
Is that so?
Oh my god, Kafka's coming.
Lady, listen to me. Unleash the Mara.
So it begins.
Oh, it's GG. The craziest thing? Like, why am I 1x? I'm just thinking about that. Can I go in 2x? Oh, I can. Okay, I was like, we're going mighty slow on this fight here. Like,
What's wrong? Afraid to hurt the boy? Failed to send you.
I wonder if the others are okay.
wait, I've increased skill now. Blast.
Quick.
Yo, he's got the Ultra Instinct. He's literally Goku. Imbibitor Lune Danheng is literally Goku. Yo, my Yanqing can't do that. What?
Did she teach you?
Nah, the craziest thing. Okay, when am I getting 6-star Yanqing? Did you just see that?
Didn't wish to harm anyone.
Use this skill to
There's no
okay.
other way. Forgive me.
I failed.
Okay, I might be locked in for Lune. What was that? I should have kept it at 1x.
All of you listen to me. Stop. Well, Blady, are you satisfied?
What did you do?
I'm just clearing the stage for the grand entrance. Can't have you three misbehaving in front of the Luofu's hotshot general.
Jing Yuan is here too?
Jing Yuan.
General!
Many years have passed since the two of you departed the Xianzhou, and yet the circumstances of your return appear to be equally unhappy. If you still thought of me as a friend, you should have forewarned me.
My task is complete.
That it is. Thank you for assisting the Xianzhou.
He just ChatGPT that in his head.
Take this person away. I will pretend I didn't see anything this time.
General,
Now is not the time.
Damn, he's talking serious business.
It has been a long time, old friend.
He knows him.
I'm not him.
I'm sorry.
You cannot leave yet. Your Astral Express friends are waiting for you in Scale Gorge Waterscape. Shall we go and see them together?
Nah, that cutscene was crazy. And the quest isn't even finished yet. It's not even close to being done.
A realm of singular beauty. Scale Gorge Waterscape is the same as when I last laid eyes on it. And here we stand so different from one another. The flesh of long-life species may be immortal, but the constant of heaven and earth eludes them.
You know the Vidyadhara hatching rebirth cycle, General. The waters of the ancient sea have cleansed Dan Feng of his past sin.
Dan Feng?
The person that
Who is
once stood
that?
here alongside you is no more. I am Dan Heng. Whether Dan Feng was hero or villain has nothing to do with me. I bore his punishment, accepted my eternal banishment without complaint. But do not let his shadow cloud your estimation.
That's like his
of
family
me,
tree or something.
General.
The previous Don Spawn.
Darkens the water, an exercise in unhappiness. Perhaps it is your visage, the horns on your head, or the unmistakable air of the High Elder that makes the separation nigh impossible for me.
It's like Bailu? Yeah.
You did. But to what effect? If words alone were enough to change the heart, this world would be without quarrel. If you wish to rid me of the illusion of Dan Feng, you must do something for me. Before I can let Dan Feng die and revoke your banishment edict, I need him to do me one final favor. I can guarantee you that when it is done, you will no longer walk in anyone's shadow aboard the Luofu.
I'm gonna predict what he's gonna say. It's gonna be for him to fight the destruction girl.
You must do it, or my promise.
Or it's gonna be for him to spread the water like Moses.
If you wish to blame someone, blame your previous incarnation. Had he not committed that terrible sin, had the power of dragon transmutation been passed on intact, I would have no need to compel you. It is as I said. Here we stand so different from one another. Dan Feng is no more. Now, there is only Dan Heng. But I am the general of the Luofu. There are things that I wish I did not have to do, and yet I must.
Nah, he think he's Spider-Man 2099. That's crazy.
Let us talk of happier tidings. The friends you made on the Express are here.
He think he from the Spider-Verse.
Do you wish to see them?
You brought them here?
I can still play as him.
Yes. They are waiting in the Dragon Vista.
Guys, leak the Dan Heng Imbibitor Lune gameplay live right here. I'm risking it all. Yo, what is this? Wait, his normal attack is a flower. It's kind of cool though. So you're telling me I got no technique points though? Like I'm just drawing technique points?
I have been keeping careful watch against the abominations of abundance, the Stellaron hunters, and the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. But I never anticipated the Antimatter Legion. The hunt is far from over, yet all the while we find ourselves at war with other evil spirits.
Bro, I like his drip though. I kind of like his drip. This might be a Kafka into Imbibitor Luna angle. This high key might be a Kafka into Imbibitor Luna angle.
That the Legion are a mad and destructive war machine. Yet they never took up arms against the Alliance. The armies of the Seven Ravagers all have their own means of destruction. They are not to be taken lightly. Lord Ravager Fantalia favors internal collapse, Which is why she masterminded the Stellaron crisis and urged the disciples of Sanctus Medicus out of the shadows. Now that her plot has been laid bare, she has no choice but to retreat.
We don't know, besides she's like possessed. He was talking about that weapon, but I didn't care about that weapon. Yo, can they give me some technique points? I'm trying to figure out what we're doing here. No! I can't view it! Yo, I can't view it, but why? I mean, you can see his profile picture, though. Bro, he's like pretty much in the game already. It's like all the data is there. He's like a catalyst, though. He goes from spear to catalyst.
As recorded in the ancient text, our dragon and...
Okay, those guys ain't talking about nothing crazy.
Do you know something? When Don Fong committed his great crime, the Ten Lords Commission advocated...
Can we play Fujuan? Surely.
The Vidyadhara, on the other hand, were split evenly in their favor and disfavor of the motion.
Bro, I like how they let you play characters in this before they come out. It gives me like mega hype.
Was not intact after all. The senior Vidyadhara hated you, yet did not dare to kill you. The Vidyadhara were under great pressure. In order to placate the Ten Lords and Skyfaring Commissions, they performed an exuviation charm on Don Fong against his will.
He talking, but there's no movement. Just staring at me.
They ensured that the charm contained a flaw, thinking that this would fool the Ten Lords Commission. The senior Vidyadhara were sure of their scheme. But you cannot hide fire with paper.
Damn, he's cooking with that. You cannot hide fire with paper. Jingyuan the Wise. Jingyuan the Wise. I thought Mr. Yang was wise. Yo, a whole squad over here.
Your friends are taking the fight to the Legion as we speak.
Okay, aren't these guys from like the space station though?
Let's go.
How are they down here? Oh my god, I'm gonna get to play as Fujuan and... okay, never mind. Wait, these are all trial. I get to play him again. Okay. His enhanced thing, I think, takes no skill points. You just do it.
Heaven's Search.
Oh, it changes based on what you want to do. But I can't read it. I can't read anything about it. I just know that it juices me up. It gives me some sort of empowerment. I don't know what light cone he got. No, nothing. We know his ult is 140 cost. His ult is 140 cost. He's level 78 for whatever reason. Okay, that attack is insane. That attack is crazy. He summons the dragon, the water dragon, and I get a free Jingyuan. Bro, do I even lightning loop? Bro, okay, how is his balance though? When would you not want to do this?
Heaven's Search.
It takes no skill points. When would you not want to do this triple attack? Look at this.
This is our chance.
Nah, there's got to be like a reason to like do the other modes. We can't read it yet though, so I don't know.
Follow my charge.
There's got to be a reason.
Told you I could fight.
I want to see the lightning lord. Bang!
I sense a storm.
I had no charges on it though. Alright, what if I do only 2? I do a blast. What does this do?
No time.
Ooh, that does that.
Let's make it quick.
Okay, interesting.
Rules are made to be broken.
Nah, I'm locked in for Lune. I'm locked in. Also, no, you can run straight to the artifact domain. You can literally run straight to it. I literally did it before doing anything in the quest.
The strength. Heaven's Search. Forgive me.
There's no time to lose. Here is thunder.
I'm locked in. I'm locked in. It's a Kafka. It's a Kafka into Luna angle. It's a Kafka into Luna angle. Locked. Locked. Blade's cool, but you know, he's not Lune. He's not Lune. Okay, I'm gonna do one charge here. What does one charge do? One charge does that. I don't know what that was, but it did that.
Show no mercy.
Show no mercy.
My turn.
Let's go.
I actually like this one. This one's cool. He does like the kick and then he stabs after. But the triple blast is insane. You're telling me I can't get a sneak peek of his ulti? Why not? Okay, that literally looks like an ultimate though. He literally has like an ultimate as a skill. Oh, this is a 10 stack fat damage. Yeah, his ulti is not even like designed yet. They're probably still cooking. They're still cooking the ulti.
Gotta try hard sometimes. Watch this awesome move.
Yeah, I haven't even seen his ult and I'm sold on him. I'm literally he looks crazy. Okay, I want to do this one this time. It looks decent damage too.
Xing Yuan, where have you been?
Why couldn't I play as Fujuan too though?
We are indebted to you.
She's supposed to be coming out next patch.
The seats of divine foresight relayed the battle reports to me. As for Fantilia's plan...
The Ambrosial Arbor. That's her focus. Lord Ravager Fantilia's
Let me peel quick.
create civil strife, then let it consume the Xianzhou from within. She wanted to use the Arbor to disseminate the power of the Plague's author, and turn the Luofu into a hell of undying abominations.
That is clear to me now. Friends of the Astral Express, I brought someone with me whom I think you'll be eager to see.
Bro, this quest is fire though. This is like the best quest we've had. No bias.
Huh? Is that Dan Heng? You are Dan Heng, right? What's with the horns?
Bro had a
long
full transformation.
It's me.
So, you do have secret strength.
Let us save such reminiscence for later, shall we? My astral guests, when you first appeared on the Luofu, your stated aim was the resolution of the Stellaron crisis. I was concerned that the Stellaron hunters harbored ulterior motives and refused your offer. I see now that I was overly anxious. Nevertheless, it is true that the motives of the Stellaron hunters were not what they appeared. In order that the Express and the Xianzhou fight side by side, Kafka lured you here and broadened the scope of the crisis. In doing so, she succeeded in making it clear that your sincerity is beyond doubt. The Luofu is in your debt, and I have no right to seek further assistance from you. However, as Lady Fu has explained, the appearance of Fantilia means that the situation is far from under our control. As General of the Luofu, it would be foolish of me not to ask Dan Heng and the rest of you for your strength at this critical moment.
Even if the crisis on the Luofu had nothing to do with the Stellaron, I would be willing to help. But I can't speak for the other members of my crew. Explore, understand, establish, and connect.
I wonder
As
when
the crew
Himiko's
of
gonna
the
be in a
Express,
quest.
That's the trailblazer
Maybe next
creed we
quest.
follow.
Cause Welt's here,
Still,
but like,
when the
I
journey
think
gets
like
tough, those
Himiko's
words
like
can
just
feel
as
far off.
she has like just as much like leader
Fear,
power
risk,
in terms of like the
enemies,
Astro
and
Express.
death are the obstacles we face in pursuit of the creed. That's why the nameless who are able to stay the course number few indeed. Whether our destination lies before us or behind us, the decision is ours to make. Here, as on the Express, every vote counts.
Welt and Jingyuan just both talk like super, like, I forget what the word is for it, but they're both wise. They have good word choice with them. Their voices do not sound the same though. Hold out hand, remain still. I'll hold out my hand.
Thank you, Don Hong.
How am I still one of the nameless? I stand here at the mercy of others without true freedom to speak. But as a descendant of the
But
Vidyadhara,
Defy, you need to build your Asta.
I will fulfill my duty to the Luofu.
Great! Everyone's just as heroic as when they arrived. So, what's the master plan, General?
There is no master plan, only a bet. A bet on the senior Vidyadhara's
about Asta. Bro, Asta is crazy. I'm telling you.
To access the memories of the High Elder.
High Elder?
I'm trying to teach you about real speed.
When the Rainbow Arbiter.
Bro, he's got a whole statue in here.
Remnants of the curse of the plague's author lingered. In order to make the stemming of those remnants a possibility,
He got a whole statue in here.
the Luofu invoked the power of the Scions of Permanence. Under the direction of the High Elder, the Vidyadhara guided the waters of the ancient sea to flood the Scale Gorge waterscape delve and contain the Arbor. To commemorate this magnificent feat and sacrifice, the Alliance erected the Dragon Vista Rain Monument.
Dragon Vista Rain Monument.
Oh, it looks so much like Don Hong. I wonder if... the statue... is that... Don Hong's brother?
Yo, some music is cutting in.
I see why you might think so. These events occurred a long time ago. Yet successive generations of High Elders have not differed greatly in their appearance. That is, until the current generation. The most recent successor did not inherit the same level of power, and their appearance is that of a child. Do you understand, Don Hong? Since Dong Feng perished, the Luofu Vidyadhara have no longer had an individual capable of performing such feats. But you, who once kept watch over the Arbor, should be
He's just
able to
existing.
find a
What do you
way
mean
through
resting
to
face?
that great tree.
That's a down bad comment right there.
What happens next?
Bro said Don's, if Don's
is in
resting
your
face is so hot. What does that even mean there? Like, they can't, like, I'm pretty much playing Don Hung right now. 5-star. You hear the music, though? Something's about to go crazy. Now, this is like the room before the boss fight. Gotta be. Wait, I can talk to myself. Hold up. What I'm thinking about. We don't even talk. That's crazy. What Fujian got to say?
Imbibitor Lunay's reincarnation. Dong Hong, correct? I've heard your name before. Your name was only erased from the public eye. But as the Master Diviner, I know, and should know, all the records of years gone by. Such archives are of great importance in times of need. I was not born in the heroic and extraordinary era of the High Cloud Quintet. To have seen those legends with my own eyes. Your appearance closely matches the depiction in the annals. Does Videodora reincarnation really entail a complete transformation? A new life?
Alright. What's March got to say?
You scared the heck out of me. For a second, I thought you'd annoyed the general. It seemed like you were his prisoner. There I was, thinking up a plan to kidnap you. And it turns out that
She's gonna kidnap him. What?
So, what made you suddenly decide to come down from the express?
Yes, I see my bio. HSR is bugging. Why'd they remove it?
We're pretty much Cienjo heroes at this point. Anyway, it's great to have you with us, Don Hung.
Alright. And lastly, let's talk to... Oh, I talked to Jingyu and Welt. Jingyu, don't give me like an essay, please.
Here triggered your memory. Release your full potential. The power you carry is the key to opening a way through to the Ambrosial Arbor.
Oh, so he is opening up the gate. Look. This is when he becomes Moses. Okay, let me see what Walt has to say, and I'll do it. Mr. Yang.
I knew you'd come. When we first mentioned the Cienjo, there was a sad look in your eyes. They may have banished you, but the Luofu is still your home. You're a member of the Express crew, Don Hung. Let's settle this matter as soon as possible. Our journey doesn't end here.
Now, this quest is so good, though. This is actually the best HSR quest. And it's only like the third one, or fourth one. Tried to feel the great power. Memories from the past emerge from the darkness, tightly gripping you. Oh, cutscene. Shh. Hold up. Now that log looks too real. That had to be like CGI or something. That looked too real. Okay, but Don Hung is literally Moses. Don Hung is literally Moses. Wait, this is kind of crazy though. I liked all the cutscenes so far. They're all good. Now we're in the underground area.
That Scale Gorge waterscape was once the location of Dragon Palace. Small wonder. Look at all these submerged structures.
I was fortunate enough to be here during the Shuhu upheaval period. I witnessed this place in its prime. An age passed. The palace was left in ruins, and the Videodora used their...
I wonder if we're gonna get a dragon enemy.
The arbor.
If we're in here.
The Luofu and the Cienjo are greatly indebted to them. Lady Fu.
Here, General.
Remain here. Lead the Cloud Knights in defense of this passage. We must prevent further incidents.
Jingyuan, General, are you planning to face Fantilia alone?
I wouldn't say so. I'll be counting on a few friends for support.
I can face Fantilia alone.
General,
all I'm saying.
Don't cast us aside. We're willing to go with you.
Yes, General. We may not be the mightiest force, but it's our duty as Cloud Knights to protect the Cienjo. How can we let Outworlders face the danger while we stay behind the lines? With your permission, sir, allow me to lead the way.
I understand your sentiments, soldiers. But the adversary ahead of us is not an abomination of abundance. They are a Lord Ravager of the Antimatter Legion. Crossing this line will bring you into the conflict between the Rainbow Arbiter and the Ruin Author.
So the hunt versus destruction. Wait, I thought it was hunt versus abundance.
After I enter the Ambrosial Arbor, And if the seawater returns
Is
to
it
its
like a
original
three-way
state,
fight?
you must withdraw immediately and seal off the delve once more. The Master Diviner will lead you.
Yes, General.
Lady Fu, if I am unable to return, I entrust you with the important task of relaying the full account to the other Xianzhou ships.
I trust you will be here to reissue the order in person. But whatever the outcome, I will do as you command and honor the mission.
Bro, her nose shadow was moving like crazy right there.
Spoken like a true general.
How cool of a character is Jing Yuan though? Yeah, he has I think he has really good character design now. Like, his personality and everything, it's like really fitting. The world boss is abundance and destruction? No, I think she's only destruction. She's one of like destruction's like subordinates or whatever. He said there's like 7 other people that work under Nanook and she's one of them.
You scale-gorged waterscape to seal the arbor. Treason! Blasphemy! You've lost your senses. You think this will gain the trust of the Xianzhou natives. Those who are not of our kind can never be of our mind.
I understand your misgivings, but my decision is made. That is the course we must take.
Very well. In that case, I will report you to the preceptors and
While were Don and March separated, he just left the ship late.
This must be
when we were already there.
the first High Elder that accepted the mission to quell the Ambrosial Arbor. According to tradition, from then on, successive High Elders were obliged to return to the Dragon Vista Rain Hall. They would guide
look
the
at
tides
that
of the ancient
thing.
sea to guard and strengthen the Arbor's seal.
Do you remember now?
Yes. Reverence to the 3 talons, the path to the Great Roots. It's the way to the root depths.
Is that some kind of riddle? Reverence to the 3 talons. What the heck does that mean?
True. What does that mean?
Don't worry about it. Just follow me.
Oh, what a huge palace. Completely abandoned. That must have been difficult for them.
This area is cool though.
If you had to abandon me.
For the Vidyadhara, it must have been a necessary sacrifice.
Bro, I need some technique points. Also, I'm trying to be Don Hung again. Can we like can I get some Lune gameplay again? You know, I'm trying to lock it in, you know? This is like a win-win scenario here. I'm trying to lock in like the Lune on my account. The lamp has the power of sealing. I have to light them up in a specific sequence. So it's a puzzle.
This is one of the places mentioned in the riddle. One of the 3 talents. If we can break the seal here, we'll be a step closer to the roots of the arbor.
Those seals you mentioned.
Okay.
Do you mean these weird-looking stone lanterns?
That's right.
Hey, check it out! The bases of these stone lanterns are different.
Oh, that one's 3. Okay. I won. 2. Eyes. 3. Okay. These aren't that crazy of a puzzle. You love Enkinomiya? True.
It worked.
General, did you hear about Miss Tingyun?
I received word from Lady Fu. The depth of Fentilia's infiltration, along with her meticulous planning, makes her extremely difficult.
Okay, I was like, where am I moving here?
The Cloud Knights will carry out an investigation. But for now, our most pressing matter is to put a stop to Fentilia's scheme.
Bro, how are these things down here? It's like the exact same as the ones from the astral area. I thought they were like space enemies.
Turn it up. You can fight it or rock with it. Keep up.
The best is yet to come.
An egg.
What is this?
Miss March, I would advise you to refrain from interfering with the Videodora.
Huh? The Videodora?
It turns into a person?
You mean these pearls will turn into people?
When the life of a Videodora is over, they return to the ancient sea and form a shell before emerging anew.
What if I touch it again? There's lore on the egg. We're banished to a faraway land. Oh, now it's reset. Okay. We were role-playing as turning into a Vidyahara or something. I don't know. Tingyun's sick, but I have it right here. My Tingyun's doing perfectly fine.
Rock with it.
The best is yet to come.
Alright. Why is there no technique points in here? 0 technique points. Like, what if I had like Yukong? I would just be regular Yukong, I guess. No, the combat music is insane in here though. Combat music goes crazy. What am I collecting? I think it's bugged. There's nothing to collect there. Something to collect there. There's the technique points. Oh, it's the big monkey.
Already on the verge of breaking before the ambrosial arbor's resurrection.
The big monkey. Sure, I can auto the monkey.
Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing.
The dead return!
Oh my god, 1.5k. I eat that though. Don't know about my guy Luocha.
You can fight it or rock with it.
He can definitely one-shot one of your characters. If he's like, if this is like high-end combat, you can definitely one-tap someone there. You definitely have to play around that thing. Open world though, you could kind of do a little bit of tomfoolery, you know. You could dabble in a little bit of risk. Oh, you can remove the monitor buff. Ah, it's a buff dispelled.
You can fight it or rock with it.
Oh, he's knocked out now. Oh, GG.
Yeah, let's rock. Who will it be?
Wait, he insta recovers though. So he has a knockout, but he also just insta recovers. Interesting. Wait, speed me up past his turn. No. Yo, can you stop Swanton bombing me though? What's good with this guy? No, the Swanton bomb 100% one shots at high level. There's no way it does it. The Swanton bomb 100% one taps you.
notice the flagstone the creature was stepping on? I wonder if it has any connection to the seal.
I got a revelation slate. Okay. Alright. Top right, bottom left, top left, bottom right. So bam, bam, bam. Okay. So bam. Bam. This one. Okay. And this one. Okay. 2 out of 3.
Okay. Let's head to the third seal.
Are these more eggs? These ones have different lore, though. But we're like role-playing. That was it. There's no way they wrote lore for every one of these eggs. Lore team goes kind of crazy. There's no way each thing has a different thing. Don Hung can give birth candid to himself. I don't think that counts. He's like he does like mitosis. he could do like he like turns into himself. Mirage Echo.
That should do, General.
Enough. Don't be nervous, sir. This is a mere formality for me and the Ten Lords Commission. This is of vital importance to the Ambrosial Arbor seals. Safety must be guaranteed.
Quelling the arbor.
I see why the voices take so much to download.
Keep in mind.
There's a voice for every one of these aquatic hydro image things.
Of course.
And it's like 4 people talking in them.
Lord's Commission. They performed regular inspections of Scale Gorge waterscape.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Something's not right. Don't think about running.
I'm running.
Huh. These targets will make for good practice.
He just walks at you? I want my precious treasure.
Can't stop.
Actually, a copy of Enkinomia. Wait, actually though, Enkinomia did have that. It had as the spirits. Okay, so there's no way I'm playing against this guy with the summons and then the dogs that summon stuff. Let me see how Otto plays this out. If Otto starts attacking the Mara-struck things, then oh, they already rezzed and no Luocha ult. Oh, I didn't do Luocha's technique, but I got no points. Can you not do that? Speed me up. Speed me up, please.
Receive divinity.
Big.
Repay.
Okay.
The dead return.
Okay. Okay. Good looks, Luocha. Good looks. I knew Luocha had me. I knew he had me. I knew he had me.
You can fight it or rock with it.
Bread with peanut butter. What is the context on that?
A miracle.
Bread with peanut butter is good. That's why peanut butter jelly exists.
Oh, stars,
That is
give
true.
these trailblazers your blessing.
That is indeed why peanut butter jelly exists. This guy's kind of beefy though. Eating it right now? Okay, but is it bread with just peanut butter? Bread with just peanut butter is not valid. Your mouth is literally going to be like dry. You won't be able to move your mouth.
Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing.
Creamy peanut butter is OD. It like literally is like it's literally like mouth glue.
The dead return.
Let's rock.
Toast. That's even drier. You have like milk with it or something? Or a drink? I'm sure you got like a drink going on with that.
You can fight it.
Raw dogging dry bread with the peanut butter is crazy. No bev. No bev with toasted peanut butter is outrageous.
You can fight it or rock with it.
I will not lie, I'm not excited to play against these new mobs in FOC. Bro, I'm interested. This enemy that spawns in enemies has got to be annoying. Because it's going to be with like elites and stuff. And then there's the hot girl. The super hot girl. I think her passive is crazy. It seems like she can one-shot you easily. And then there's the Monkey King. The monkey definitely one-shots you, 100%. There's no way he doesn't one-shot you.
You can fight it or rock with it. Pay for that. Oh, stars,
Gotta not use skill? I'm about to be skilling. I'm about to be skilling. Alright, but if you think about it, March has got to counter that guy, no? Because he only attacks, from what I've seen, he attacks like every 2 cycles, right? Or every other cycle, I guess. It's like if you just shield that person every time,
oh, stars, give
you
these
should be chilling.
trailblazers your
Think.
blessing. Let's rock.
You'd have to line it up though. Like on which character you're using your skills on. Yeah, the dog that advances forward allies. It's literally double negative. You either don't kill it and it keeps doing damage to you, or you kill it and like an elite gets a free turn. Like what?
Receive divinity. The dead return.
Like I thought Bradio Coco was bad. There's like a small mob that just advances forward. It doesn't even care. Little small mob, you know, he's like, you know what? You kill me, I'm actually gonna give everyone action forward though. Oh, there's more Strawley in here. We'll say less. I didn't even know I was collecting some Strawley. Yo, he tried to juke me though. You saw that? He stopped for a second and then waited. He tried to line up an attack. I'm too fast though. I'm fast like lightning.
Oh, stars, give these trailblazers
Smooth
your
like thunder. Quick like Pikachu.
You can fight it or rock with it.
Koyo or Brania and 2 little dogs. Yeah, she would do her ult and then get action forwarded and then just kill you. Smooth like thunder? Yep. You don't know it. Thunder is smooth. You never seen thunder because you're scared of it. That's why it's so smooth.
The best is yet to come.
Think about it. Think about it. You're not letting it cook her. You're not letting it cook her. Tinky Percy Jackson. Sure, I might be. The Tingyun AI is way better though.
You can fight it or rock with it.
The Tingyun AI is like crazy now. Yeah, you got none of action for it, dog. You got nothing.
Best is yet to come.
Bro, I feel like I'm 100%ing this place like as I'm walking around.
Good stuff.
Like, how can I be missing anything? Wait, is there not like a puzzle here, or did I just already do it? Where am I supposed to be going? There's like 2 combat things there. Okay, I go this way. Okay, I do not go this way. I go this way. I didn't know you could walk over this. He chilling. He can't break it for me? I want him to like break the pot. I guess if he broke it, he would get the loot.
You can fight it.
Haven't gotten weekly yet.
With it. Oh, let's see.
Weekly's probably at the end of this quest.
Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing.
I have to fight all these monsters first. Okay, this guy just one-tapped my Asta. We talk about that. Like, chill. Just one-tap my Asta.
The last of the 3 talons is here.
Where's the res station at? Oh, that's mad far. Isn't the revive food? Oh, this is my first time ever using this. Oh, good luck still. Alright. I have to find the sheet of paper that shows me how to do this. What if I just, like, guess it, though? Watch this, watch this. Top right. Alright.
Our people sing the hymn of clouds and dance.
I think
to
this is gonna give me
waters
the paper.
cherished sounds.
But I was close. I was
And
close.
high above the dragon flies, to each is destined different skies. This mural portrays the Vidyadhara young. They acquire knowledge and depart for different places on the Xianzhou, thereby dedicating themselves to serving the Alliance.
This mural is pretty interesting. It looks like time hasn't had any effect on it.
Yeah, it looks pretty
This
clean.
mural must be related to the others here. It tells the story of the Vidyadhara self-reincarnation, from hatching rebirth in the ancient sea, to the return to that same sea as the cycle begins again.
Hey, do you think this could be related to the seals?
Perhaps.
Perhaps? Fair enough. It's tough racking your brains all the time. I'm struggling to keep track.
Okay.
Our people sit this mural.
I just talked about the mural. Oh, all of the murals talk about how you get there. I see. So it goes this one, and it goes... Oh, you do it in order of the mural. So I am correct, you start here. Look, you do it in order of the mural. This is like the last one, I think. I think you go this one, baby, into learning. It hasn't turned off yet. It hasn't turned off yet. And then I think you do... I think this one is you about to respawn. So maybe this one? I'm so good. How am I so smart, though? It's just crazy. I'm too smart for these puzzles. I'm just literally too smart for these puzzles. What is this thing, though? This is the imaginary wind, like, dragon
The
lord.
reference to the 3 talons is complete. Now, we must head for the roots of the arbor. The roots of the arbor are still growing.
It's Fantilia. We must hurry.
Oh, Fantilia is going to be with the dragon. I don't got no time for egg lore. We gotta keep it moving. I got no technique points. Alright, first time boss fight. You know, Asta, appreciate you, but we're gonna get Fire MC in here for sure. This is definitely a Fire MC angle. Alright. Oh, it's about to get crazy.
Is that a dragon?
We've reached the end. These are the roots of the ambrosial arbor, where the vestiges of abundance lie. Reverence to the three talents, the path to the great roots. This is it. Under the power of the High Elder, the arbor's roots have formed into the image of a dragon.
Oh, so it's not actually a dragon, it's just the image of one.
Now, I will break the final seal.
I hope everyone is prepared.
I'm prepared. What if I get to play with Dan Heng in the weekly boss fight? Oh my god, I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about that. Oh yeah, this is boss fight. This is boss fight room right here. Look at this. Team must include Jing Yuan. Alright. Right, I just put Luofu in. Just Fire MC. And the boss is already weak to lightning? Bless. Yeah, this is free. Oh, cutscene time. Yo, where we at though? We in the smoke zone. This looks crazy.
Has the General of the Luofu chosen to grace me with his presence?
Oh my god, Fentilia.
That witch! She was here waiting for us the whole time. Show yourself, Fantilia!
Yeah, show yourself.
Benefactors too. Oh, patience, patience. Let me make myself presentable.
Hold up. I could wait. I could wait.
Now I see why the disciples of Sanctus.
So you're telling me I can't get any technique points before this fight?
The Arbor's traces really do possess the power of metamorphosis and
Fantilia, what is she?
Cutscene. Oh my god. Hello, Fentilia.
Benefactors.
Oh my god.
This beautiful body. The miracles of abundance live up to the name. Let's see if I can put it to good use.
If Jing Yuan is knocked down, the battle immediately ends.
That brought the Xianzhou long life.
Why does March sound like Sophia the First?
Bring it destruction.
Low key. Why do you know who Sophia the First is? What's wrong with knowing who Sophia the First is?
Focus on destroying the phantom flowers. I'll go for the body.
Can I not 2x this?
Fight it or rock with it. My music. Conquer us all. Turn up the volume.
Skill point reduced. Oh wait, there is 2x.
Lance at the ready.
Bro, I thought you had to do this whole thing in 1x. I was like, is that what we're rocking with? Oh, he gives it back. Okay, I was about to say. It's like, no way, it just yoinks your skill point, you don't get it back.
So much bark with so little bite. Your attacks are futile.
No, Sophia the First is just like a Disney show.
This body was
It's like a
born
Disney
of the
cartoon.
arbor. You are but ants.
March, careful.
That does mad damage though.
Song's for you.
So every time you break the flower, you get a free skill point. But it can also remove it from you.
To victory.
Okay, the taunt works. That's good.
Receive divinity.
Ready to
I'm just getting insta stack.
Try untangling yourselves from this.
Wait, did he affect Resit?
My guardian give me more grief.
Your arrogance betrays you.
I am the vanguard of the hunt. Vanquish the abomination.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Bro, I'm trying to save points, but now I have no break.
It's time.
Until your scheme ends here to victory.
Oh, this is about to go crazy.
Show no mercy.
Flying foxes.
She affect Res. Alright, well, -1. Okay, you think Master Paul? She don't need no skill points. She don't need no skill points. Oh, look at the combo though. And then I get 2 skill points right here. Yep. Bless. Wait, the thing gives you 2 skill points. I thought it'd give you 1 skill point. Okay, surely this taunt hits. Okay, nice.
Pretty good crowd today.
I got one for a double stack again, but I think I'm chilling here.
Crushing an ant with the weight of a star. How indulgent.
What in the... Wait, that was an attack? Almost killed me.
This will end in destruction. And with it, the abundance and the hunt will disappear.
So it's a 1v1v1. Yeah, I was confused in that. So it's abundance versus hunt versus destruction. Ah. Oh my god, in this form, she has the thing where you can't, where you lose your max HP. It's on my Fire MC though, which is huge.
That's it.
Blade is HP. Blade's all HP.
Turn it up. You can fight it or rock with it.
I'll see you off.
General of the Cienjo, can your...
Gunhung, you take it from here.
Wait!
Did you think it was over, Fentilia?
Oh my god, this is alt animation. This has gotta be. This is his alt animation. Okay, I'm locked in. I'm locked in. I'm locked in. That's his alt animation? I'm locked in. It's a Kafka Danhango. That was crazy. I don't get to play as him though. We just summon him.
Show no mercy.
Bro, I thought he was gonna like tap in, you know?
You chose the wrong enemy. Eternal step.
Dead return.
A foregone conclusion.
To victory.
You don't think it's his ult? That looked like his ult. It has the zoom in and everything.
I'll see you off.
Oh my god, that attack does so much damage. Like, chill. The animation for that is fire though. The like world break.
I am the vanguard of the hunt or the Xianzhou.
Huge.
Songs for you.
I come right here.
Still ends to you, Fentilia.
She getting smoked.
To crush us, and met with so little success. I wonder what the other Ravagers.
Yeah, that's what the destruction people are called, Ravagers. There's 7 Ravagers
It's
under
almost as
Nanook.
if you can't wait to be acquainted.
Oh my god.
I'm afraid you won't have the chance.
Look at this form. Nah, phase 3 is crazy.
You can fight it or rock with it.
Blossom. Time to end this.
I'm dead. I'm not dead. Bless. Oh my god. Oh my god. Locha, I need like mega heals. Locha, I need mega heals. There's a plant about to attack. It might be GG. Okay. Oh. Wait, I got my ult back. Cannon win. You canonically cannot lose this battle. They just gave me my ult back. The music's going crazy too.
Receive divinity.
Oh, Dunning got coming in. No, that looks like Dunning's ult. That looks like his ult. Maybe it'll be different, but that looks kind of crazy.
Time to end this.
Ready to lose your? You can fight it or rock.
Okay, I got a mega stack Lightning Lord though. That's gonna hit huge. Big.
Let's settle this.
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
On my command.
Eternal step.
Dead return! To victory!
Lance at the ready.
Do I taunt again? Surely I'm not dead here.
Pretty good crowd today.
Currently in repose. I don't know what that is. We smoking her though. We smoking her, we don't care.
1,000 thanks. Repay. I am the vanguard of the hunt. Vanquish the abomination. Show no mercy.
Shebang! Did this Lightning Lord kill? I think it did 10%. I don't think this kills. Okay, surely she wakes up here. She has 3 moves. Okay, surely she wakes up here. She has 3 moves to wake up. Oh my god, it did fat damage. Hold up.
Forgive my indulgence. Your struggle in the face of certain.
Hello?
Touching.
She still has more
For my
turns.
next trick, I shall turn each of you into my Void Rangers.
Oh, she spawns in the Void Rangers.
The destruction will eat away at your flesh and transform you into pawns of the great Nanook. Let's start with this.
Wait, she just disabled my ultis. Chill! Oh, cannon fight right here.
I wonder if the transformation of the Sienjo General into a Void Ranger would cast the Luofu back into chaos.
Oh my god.
Destruction works in fascinating ways. What are you?
He's him though. He's him though. The combo ulti. Holy. The dragon and the general. Combo ulti.
Not bad, General of the Hunt. But all I lost was a body stolen on a whim. And you, how much longer can you last? The destruction of the Sienjo is nigh.
Be gone, pawn of destruction. Tell the Legion that the vengeance of the Hunt will fall upon them.
Damn. That wasn't even her body? That means her actual body is crazier. Find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
And it would seem the two of us can still coordinate our efforts.
Fantilia, a truly fearsome enemy. If she hadn't attempted to turn me into a pawn of destruction, I'm afraid victory would have been far from certain. Fantilia had established a link between me and herself. Her well-timed strike gravely injured her. Thus, her connection to the Arbor was severed.
So it was all part of the plan? When Don Hung stabbed you, I was scared to death.
Is Fantilia still alive? Yes.
It takes more than that to destroy an emanator of destruction.
Fantilia won't be.
Bro, is it
stirring up
emanator of
trouble
destruction or
anytime
the other
soon.
thing? Or they just have
Don't
multiple
worry
names?
About her infecting the Arbor again. It's just that sealing the Stellaron is going to take some time.
Leave that to the Master Diviner.
Bro, I'm still interested on what our next path is gonna be for the MC.
General, keep those eyes open. Now's not the time to fall asleep.
Oh nah, he's slumped.
Hey, wake up!
Yeah, he's slumped. Fujiwara and the Cloud Knights arrived. The Starskiff was ready to take all of us to the exalting sanctum.
There's inspiration in every glance and every breeze.
Interlude. Stay tuned to find out what happens next in the upcoming installment. Man, don't interlude me. Oh! This is how you get the 60 Eidolon for that Fire MC. Locked in. Huge. Wait, this is actually really good. This is free 30% defense. It's actually really good. Bro, you stack this like immediately. See, my MC needs speed boots here. This guy is mad slow. I have to share my speed boots between him and March. I need a second pair of them, but I don't have any. I might craft it. We're getting like mad crafters. I might just craft it. Get my tank set. Wait, I'm literally so close to leveling up. I can level up like today. And I haven't even done all these companion missions. Alright. That was the Trailblazer quest, though. That was fire. Man, why did they nerf my signature?